Andy up in the attic again. Going to do a thing on marketing, internet marketing especially. As you are aware, the internet is constantly changing in terms of what works, what doesn't work. And I have a particular loathing for internet marketers. If you look on the SEO, internet marketing type forums, of which there's loads of them online, SEO people never agree on anything. And in all honesty, I look at what they're achieving compared to what I'm able to achieve, and I can do better. So I want to share with you the stuff that I do, that I use personally. None of these recommendations. This is the proven 7-step system that makes you millions. I don't make millions, but I do very well. And I want to basically show you the methods that I use at this time. They're constantly changing as things evolve. So I'm going to start off with YouTube. Now, the YouTube marketing for me is the number one thing. I don't put out adverts as such. I basically talk about my work. Have you seen my video? So you're watching a YouTube video now, probably. Some of you will be seeing this on the association website. Now, essentially, my viewing stats are averaging between, I would say, 150 and, say, 350. Occasionally, I might hit the heady heights of a couple of thousand. Incredible. Here's the thing. That small number of views converts tremendously in terms of getting additional promotion and getting work. I would say about half the clients I get say, well, we've seen you on YouTube and that's why we came to you. I'm not doing any selling, or there may be one or two little mentions, but very little selling ever takes place on my YouTube channel. I'm really just promoting my work and what I do by talking about it and explaining stuff, teaching stuff, and so forth. Now, I want to show you some of the things that the majority of people, when I've looked at people's YouTube videos, and I've been having a look at some of yours today, there's room for improvement. So I want to show you what it is I do. So I'm going to cut the screen and then I'll show you. All right, so now we're looking at just a fairly recent video here. This is in response to people keep asking me the question about my poop transplant. So this was just an update. No selling of anything on this video. It's just standard information, as most of my videos are. However, have a look at some of the things on here. You see in the description, at the top of the description is the link that says join this channel. And so people can click on that if they want to join the channel, and that's the $1.99 up to $5.99, whatever people pay. But then below that in the description, I've got 4 links to related web pages. And that's quite important because one of the things is creating an SEO, creating incoming links from websites that are not your website. YouTube is somebody else's website. It's YouTube's, Google's. And so here we have 4 links that are coming from this video to the web pages. Now, how many people click on those? Not very many. I mean, only 363 people are watching the video. Of those 363, probably about 10% made it all the way through, if that. And the majority of people click away after 4 seconds on the majority of YouTube videos. So very few people are actually watching your videos all the way through. My key thing here is the people that want to watch the video, they'll watch the video. The rest of it, I'm really doing it for the search engine's benefit. So those links in there go straight through to web pages that I'm promoting on 23NL People, which is a large website, and lots of articles on there. And essentially by deep linking, the deep linking is a link that goes directly to a web page rather than the landing page. What most people do is they link only to the landing page. So throughout all of my YouTube channel, in the description sections of each of the videos, there are links to different web pages. So they're not always going to be the same web pages. They're always going to be different ones to different websites. This helps with the search engines. Now, here's the other thing that I do. I haven't done it on this one, but you can pin a comment, so it sits at the top of the comment section. You can put another video link or a link to anything you wish in the pinned comment section. And that is something that also you ought to really consider doing. And you can change them as often as you wish. Here's one of the problems that people do. They never update stuff. It drives me nuts. People never update their thing. I looked at a leading NLP trainer's website, Richard Battles, yesterday after a friend sent it to me, and they're still promoting courses from September. Well, why are you promoting a course from last September? Why haven't you got the 2023 schedule up yet? That makes no sense to me. When people look at a dead website, it's a dead website. People lose interest quickly. Now, here is the other trick. So each of these videos has all these links that helps build up what I call link juice to the website. But I've gone further than that. You see, I've synchronized my YouTube channel to Rumble, rumble.com. This is one of the rival attempts at rivaling YouTube. It's absolutely shockingly bad. If you look at the view count on the videos here, most of them are at 0. But it doesn't matter. That's not why I've done this. Rumble's rubbish, basically. It's often regarded as sort of the right-wingers of YouTube. It's just rubbish. It doesn't matter. Because each of those videos automatically synchronizes across to Rumble. I don't have to do anything. Once I've set this up, create the account, synchronize it to YouTube, it automatically transfers all your videos and all the data across. This is useful. Because if we click on the poop transplant video on Rumble, which has no views, although it now has 1 because I've just clicked on it. Look at that, the description. All of those links are transferred across as well. Rumble lacks the whole thing of hashtags, and that's where it really is just rubbish. But it doesn't matter, because now we have another web page that has these links coming in. Now, I've also synchronized my YouTube channel to Odyssey. Odyssey is doing slightly better than Rumble. It's also rubbish. They built it around this whole notion of the blockchain and cryptocurrency. So you get crypto tokens for viewing videos, and when people view your videos, you get crypto tokens. And allegedly, you can use those crypto tokens to promote your videos, and the crypto tokens are worth absolutely nothing at all. Now, again, the viewing stats on here are shocking. Most of those clicks, the 2 views, the 1 view, that's me just checking that things are working the way I want them to work. So again, if we click on the same video here, so this is the same video that's automatically transferred from YouTube across to Rumble and across to Odyssey. Guess what? In the description there, you have the same set of links. Now, I can also pin comments in these comment sections too, if I want to. It's a very easy thing to do. So now what I can do for every video I upload to YouTube with at least 1 link in it, I get 3 links for the price of 1 with no additional work on my part, albeit I've got to set up those 2 accounts. Now, there's other things to do as well, and I'm just amazed that people don't do this. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and pick on a good friend and colleague of mine, for the simple reason that she's got a YouTube channel just starting up, and I can have a look at something I can predict. So if we just click on, we just go to this one, Ancient Healing Practices and Neuroscience. Not to worry about the content for what's going on here. Okay, so this has 339 views, 14 upvotes. Okay, that's not the one I want to pick on. I want to pick on one that no one's seen. Here we go. How to get over bitter experiences. So we're just going to stop that from playing. Now, so this is a YouTube video that has 6 views. One of those is going to be me. One of them will probably be Jaspreet. So that's a pretty low count for a video that's 2 days old. This is basically not going anywhere. Do not be disheartened if this is you. Because if you look over here where we have the upvote, downvote, nothing's happened there. So now if that was my video, in fact I do this to every single one of my videos, give it an upvote. You have just given yourself 100% increase of how many thumbs up your video gets. Now, YouTube likes thumbs up. It likes thumbs up. Give all of your videos your own thumbs up. No one can see it's you. It's not like on Facebook where people click like on their own posts. No one can see it's you. Now, if you're only getting like one thumbs up per video, you've just doubled it by clicking it yourself. That's a 100% increase. That's how it works. Or is it 50%? I don't know. My math's not good. So make sure not only do you put a hyperlink in the description, at least one, to a deep link page on one of your websites, you also give a thumbs up and you pin a comment with a link. Very important. Now, if we go to the description, again, if I just pick on this particular video, we become close to people who are close to us and what we do to stay open and give life another chance. Okay, it's descriptive for the viewer, but there's no one viewing it. It's been there for 2 days, no one's seen it. So the description needs to be loaded with keywords that actually the search engines will like, but also the kind of stuff people search for. How to mend a broken heart. How to overcome emotional trauma. How to deal with the past. Then also stuff it with words like, say, if you're doing an LP, put NLP in there. If you're doing hypnotherapy, put hypnotherapy in there. So what hypnotherapy can show us about how to deal with bitter experiences from our past, healing the past, healing past traumas, healing emotional hurts. Basically stuff it with keywords, but try and make it into sentences and make it descriptive. You only need like 3 or 4 lines. That's all that's required. And the other one, if I just come back to one of my videos, just to show you. It's a poop transplant. Oh, here we go. Poop transplant update. I haven't done it on this one, so I'm just going to go and find another. So if I click on the cancel the NLP community's narrative, we open that one up. Now, if you look above the title where it says cancel the NLP community's narrative, there's 3 hashtags there. Now, if I click on that cancer hashtag, what it's going to do is it will take me through to all the videos that have that as a head hashtag. In order to get those hashtags on there, which again all helps with link juice, all you've got to do is in the description put hashtag and then the keywords that you want. So hashtag cancer, hashtag healing, hashtag NLP. Things that people will be looking for. There's no point in just going in for any random words. They've got to be something that has meaning. Now again, I didn't put a description in here, but you can be sure that there's loads and loads of keywords. Now, I've got a plugin called TubeBuddy. If you come over here to the right-hand side of the screen, what you're going to see is the hashtags that I have entered into the... When you upload the video, there's a section for putting hashtags in there. And I put in loads of keywords. I tend to go for slightly controversial ones. Because I like to annoy him, I put Michael Carroll in there as well for all of those. As well as New Code NLP. Because people search on those terms. And so I'm going to put those in the video because this is largely about NLP community behavior. Therefore, it's perfectly reasonable to stuff it with leading lights within the NLP community because that's what people are going to be searching for. So you get 500 characters to create for hashtags. So make sure you use them all. So that's in the hashtags in the back end when you upload, but also in the description section, put 3 hashtags. You can't put more than 3 in. They just won't ignore. It will ignore anything after 3. And of course, with that now synchronized to Odyssey and Rumble, I get triple that because again, that gets populated across. Now, the effect of this is worth being aware of because what starts to happen, if you search on my name, Andrew T. Austin, we put that in there. What will happen is I put my own name as a hashtag. Okay, that's data no one else will see normally. That's just because I'm logged in. Right at the top on the search return is my YouTube channel with 3 videos. And that is the stuff that people are more likely to see these days than reading a web page. You can have a really long bio. No one, unless they're already interested in you, is going to read your bio. No one's going to want to know about your journey into NLP, your journey into tapping, whatever it is. No one gives a shit about that. People want to watch videos. There was a point, say 10, 20 years ago, people read web pages. People actually took time to look at web pages. They printed them out and stuff like that. People shared. I remember when I worked at the hospital, when the internet was first coming in, the amount of printouts of web pages people shared around at the hospital for information and data was incredible. No one would do that now. People don't read web pages. They don't. People share articles on Facebook because of the title. They never read it. They haven't read what they're sharing. It's amazing. People will watch video. People read headlines, they watch video. So you want to make sure your videos, the videos that promote your work and what you're doing, come up at the top. Now these get updated. These will be constantly rotated around. Google doesn't just put the same 3 videos up. They'll be different pretty much every time. And then of course I've got all my SEO to the hilt of my other web pages. While I'm on the screen here, just be worth knowing, the other one is have a look on the right-hand side of the screen. Most of you won't have this unless you've registered a business account with Google. So now you have, that comes up on basically 1/3 of the first page, searching for your business name or your name, however you've created it to be. You now have quite a presence there. It looks good. Now I can upload pictures to that. I can upload videos to that. I can advertise products. There's the testimonials, of which I think I now have 109 testimonials. Do please leave a testimonial if you wish. And then I can also put notifications up there, and I can add a post, and that then gets promoted. And often for the first few days after I post it, that appears at the top of the search page on Google. These are tricks that are very, very easy to do. You just have to register, set up the account, take time to do it. But people don't bother. They just simply don't bother. The thing that I get, and I see this quite a lot, just come back to me for a minute. People go, well, it's easy for you, Andy. You've already got yourself established. And that is so wrong. I cannot even begin to tell you. The vast majority of people that come and see me do not know who I am. The vast majority of people just simply don't. Now, the training courses are different. But for clientele, no. They're people who never really come across me until they find me on the internet. To dismiss making the effort because, well, it's easy for everyone else, they're already established, what can I possibly do? How do you think I've got that presence by which you think I'm established? Only by doing these things and doing these things repeatedly. My most frustrating thing to look at the average practitioner, especially the IEMTers, they don't do anything apart from make a token effort. They don't do sustained, repeated, relentless marketing efforts and keeping themselves placed, keeping the posters going out into shop windows. They simply don't bother. They've made an effort one time. It felt really horrible because they're not really IT-orientated people. They don't really understand WordPress. Well, nor did I. They don't really understand the internet. No. And then they carry on looking at Facebook. That's just ridiculous. It's a sustained, repeated thing. You can't do this all in one go. You just do it bit by bit by bit by bit. Now, let me show you something else. Now, I have been telling IEMT people to do this for years. Let's just change the scene. And then we'll come back to here. Now, I've been telling people to do this for years. And do you know what? No one does it. They just simply don't do it. They might do it one time, and then it's over. They never do it again. So I set up on Reddit, so reddit.com, I set up the Integral Eye Movement Therapy page. No one uses this. And this is the right, well, I guess why people think, well, what's the point? I'm not going to bother doing it. No one looks at it. Again, it's not the whole point. It's about the search engines, because I need another page or another website that has links to my stuff. And so every time I put up a new page, every time I put up a video, I stick it on here. There's that poop transplant one. Now, that in itself has now a link to the YouTube video. The YouTube videos in turn, and Rumble and Odyssey, link back to my web pages. So by linking to things, there's a sort of a circular logic going on where the search engines are going, oh, this stuff is all connected with each other. It's all related. Now, just so you know, I've got posts in Reddit on various groups that index higher than your websites do. And if I find an example later on when I'm doing the edit, I will show you an example of that. Because Reddit is regarded as the front page of the internet. It's amazing what it will do for you. Now, if I just click on this, so just to see how many views came from this, me posting at 48. Now, some of you have got 0 views. Just from posting this one link, I got 48 views. Why haven't you done that? Why aren't you doing that with your web pages? Because again, you're creating indexing. You're telling the search engines your website is important enough to be shared. And so you stick it on this forum, which is exactly why I set it up. Anything that's relevant, stick it on there, and you'll get links through. John Martin Moore, you'll see he's promoting the Is Psoriasis Natural. We post that quite a lot. Possibly don't need to do that so frequently. I would say probably once a month is going to be sufficient if you're posting links. Don't post all of your links all at once. So if you discover this thing, I'll post links to my website, and you've got, say, 20 pages, take 20 days, do a different link every day. Don't post them all at once, because that will be picked up as spamming. And then the various systems in check go, oh, okay, we've got a spammer. So if you do one a day and spread it out, you don't trigger that reaction. And this is how you do it. Now, there's something else I need to show you. So as you will know, I did an expose on our friend Mr. Kevin Lay, Complete Fraudster. And it was amazing to me that no one else had done this. Anyway, if you type in his name into Google, his website, because it's kevinlay.co.uk, comes up first. Then he's got his LinkedIn. That's not always there. That drops away. And normally it's my page, the 23NL People expose, that's in second place. Currently it's at third place. Perfect. Doesn't matter. It's still at the top. Oh, and look at that. Then we have a page in, it will either be third or fourth place in this case, which is again another page about our man Kevin Lay. It's about a policy within the IMT. Then we come down to nextdoor.co.uk. Oh, guess what? That's me as well. Then we got the business stuff. Then we got various other things that nothing to do with me. So essentially, I've got prime position in the at least in the top 5 of 3 responses to Kevin Lay just by searching for his name. Now, if you put in Kevin Lay, SAS, Walter Mitty, that kind of stuff, I get number 1 for all of those. Now, how have I done that? Very simple. I've got 3 videos about the man. Each of those has a link to that webpage that then populates across from YouTube into Odyssey, into Rumble, and a pinned comment on each of those. I have also posted that link into Reddit a couple of times, and again, I've got other pages within the website referencing it that also link to that page. It's that easy. Now, something else you've probably never considered, because this predates most people's internet use. Now, there used to be a thing which was called Usenet. This was information boards that university computers networked together. This was the beginnings of the internet as it is today, in the days before social media. And they were the binary groups or the Usenet groups. Now, Google bought the archive of those, and they're now on Google Groups, or groups.google.com. If you go to the NLP group, the only thing you're going to see on there is spam. The only thing you're going to see on there. And there's loads of them. There's the hypnosis group, hypnotherapy group, there's the alternative medicine group, there's everything. No one uses them, apart from spammers, and these are largely bots posting on there. But here's the thing. They get indexed in Google. If you put a link on there, it does show up in the search engines. Now, this one, on the search for just Kevin Lay's name, it comes up on the 3rd page of Google, so no, it's never going to be seen. Doesn't matter. It's still linked to the same page, and of course, I've got the actual page in the 2nd or 3rd position on Google. So don't forget to use the alt groups on Google Groups in order to post links there, but make sure you have a chunk of text with it as well. Otherwise, it's not enough for the search engines to be interested in it. So that's a really easy thing to do as well. Now, collectively, what that all does, as I can show you, is it puts a page in prime position. And essentially, I'm able to displace other web pages for that. And that's what I've done on things on my own name. This is a very easy thing to do. It just takes a little bit of effort and repeated effort. Not just the once I think about it and now I can't be bothered because there's no results. If you do this with every single one of your web pages, think what's going to start to happen. Collectively, it all starts to accumulate. You're not going to see the results immediately, but you will start to see results within weeks.